offensive coordinator's nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Connors. Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deal.
He's got it down the left. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Northern Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this deep to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking for a man. It's Connors. It's complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out in pass. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He gets a block, and the returner will be dragged down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
He's got the back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
And the Hawkeyes get enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Newton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Pressure coming. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Flips it out to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
To the ground with the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. No. That 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block, it's Williams. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Give to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. Oh, the 360. He's off to the races. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dances away. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side. At the 15, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Complete on 3rd down. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Newton. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. He's got his man. Touchdown, Iowa! What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just...
A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good. And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off play action. Unleashes one. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, and quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive play.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes his connection.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man on the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Back to the air one more time. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. It's on target and complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Connors. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's not. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Williams. Touchdown, Iowa! And the route try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Open space at the 25. Off to the races to the right. The 30. The 20. Slippery slide. Crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. They go to the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. No huddle here for the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Newton. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets it out quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of... Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hawkins. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Connors. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on 3rd? That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Chunked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The play action fake. Heaves it on the run. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing forcing the incomplete pass. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Iowa! And the beatdown has ensued. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's not. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And they'll haul down. Start us on the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup. To the ground, he's got it again. Just ran him, just plowing ahead.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially...
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you have to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Ball is loose, and the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's done. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Grabs it in the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Here's the give off the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Using the quick game. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. He's going to pass. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. They keep attacking through the air. Coming after it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. But not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the big fella.
I like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Bringing it back, it's Williams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Caught in the backfield, it's Newton. Oh, look out, there he goes!
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you've got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone from the touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
He's looking to throw it. And wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Discretion, the better part of valor, not going to give him a chance to return as they kick it toward the sideline. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. One more play to pad the stats. The give out of the gun. And a short run there, and that'll end it. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were. They knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it for us. For